Hey, good morning and happy Friday the 13th. I don't know if I can say happy Friday the 13th. Can you say happy Friday the 13th?
Yeah, you can.
You can? Yeah, because this year we've had the most Friday the 13th ever. Like they say it happens every 20 years, like so many Friday the 13th. But I think it's good luck because I got special guests in my studio today. So I thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks,
Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks.
Please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Grace Lyons, the founder of Heritage Singers Canada, and we're celebrating our 40th anniversary.
That's right.
And that's a long time. And the title of our production coming up at the Toronto Centre of the Arts is Reflections, a Journey Down Memory Lane.
All right, and who do we have here?
And I'm Lee-Anne. I'm Grace's daughter, and I'm one of the event coordinators for the event.
Okay, so as I say, everybody that watches my show and everybody knows, I'm going to ask you the same question I always ask everybody. Let's take it back. Let's take it back from the start. Because everybody knows, okay, the Heritage Singers is great, but they want to know you. How it started. Where are you from? How did you come up with this whole idea? So first of all, born and raised, what's your background?
Born and raised Jamaican.
Okay. And then what school did you go to?
I went to the best school in Jamaica, Queens High School, where we had to wear berets and bobby socks and blazers to school.
Okay.
And you'd be getting a detention if you did not have the right socks.
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
Very hard.
Okay. See, I love when people come in because every time I ask that question, I know there's a big fight on YouTube later of this school and that school.
We
and
have
this.
fun with it.
Yes,
We
and
have
that's the
fun
main
with it.
thing. So then, when did you come to Canada?
Well, I came to Canada December of 1973.
Okay. And then what were you doing at that time?
Well, I was in banking and I thought I was a big woman. Somehow in the Caribbean, after a certain age, you feel established to deal with the world.
Yes.
And when I came here, I was already married at 21 years old.
Okay.
My husband wanted to come here to do a course.
Yeah.
I decided I'd join him for a while and we'd return after 3 years. How many years is that now?
I love that everybody, like my father's generation, everybody think they're just coming over for a bit.
Yeah.
Call some family over, do something, and then go back. But then you grow roots. You find out and you have fun here. So then you're doing banking.
I was doing banking in Jamaica.
Right. And then when you came here, what were you doing?
Well, I came here to the same bank.
Oh,
I got
beautiful.
a job and got my length of service with them.
Okay.
So that total 14 years.
Yeah.
And since that, again, I guess I have that entrepreneurship within my system because
Right.
my mother had her own commercial school in Jamaica, shorthand typing, bookkeeping.
Yes.
And somehow I felt I wanted to experience the world of real estate because my mother again built homes and did all that in Jamaica. So now I'm doing that for 32 years.
Okay. Are you the only child? Or there's
Two of us.
There's two of you.
My sister is in England.
Okay, so you just felt that the drive was in you from growing up and seeing your mom do it,
yes.
and it's just an extent of
Yes,
I
yes.
have to do it.
Yes, I remember asking her for £2,000 once and told her not to look back.
Yeah.
And I bought my first house at 18.
At 18.
18 years old, and I was able to sell it and bring, I won't say how much to Canada.
Yeah.
It was over 10,000 Canadian because the dollar was strong then.
But at 18, to have the thought of I'm going to go
I did.
take a chance, do what I have to do,
I did it.
because 18 now, we're not thinking about that. We're like, Xbox, video games, hanging out with our friends.
Yes.
Yeah, and at 18, you're thinking, I got to do this.
Somehow there's a maturity that came in those days because most of my friends got married at 18.
Yeah.
They started to feel you're on the shelf. If you didn't get married before 22. It's true. And it's still happening out there, maybe 25, 26.
Yeah.
But they get married young.
Okay. So then the question I have to ask is, banking, real estate, where in all of that did something pop in your head and go, I need to put Heritage Singers together?
This is the story. Before leaving Jamaica, just a year before, I felt a bit, that I had to do something extra to keep me occupied.
Okay.
And I joined the Jamaica Folk Singers under the leadership of Jamaica's Lee-Anne Lyon.
Okay.
And she took folk song to another level. the opera sound and just a different level.
Right.
Not like how it was previously.
Okay.
And here it wasn't planned, but we have this tradition in my home that would sing carols the night before Christmas. So I invited some friends over, we were having fun, and somehow it transferred from carols to folk songs. And then we decided to sing away the wintry blues, would keep singing and meeting, and we just kept doing it. And somebody probably knew we were doing this or told somebody else at the harbor front.
Yeah.
We were invited to perform, and we had to hurriedly make costumes, and before you know it, there's a group.
Okay. But then that was how many years now?
40 years ago.
Right, exactly. So at one point you say, like me and you say, oh, let's go do a dance together, and we do a dance, and we say, oh, that was fun, and then we quit.
Yes.
What made you guys all think, let's go again, and hey, that was fun, and then 40 years later, you guys are all still together and still pushing on.
I think.
And then, not to cut you, but only do that, now bring her into it. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
you guys must have been doing it for a long time.
Pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
I always joke and say that the Heritage Singers was their third child in the family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because doing it all that time. So what? The first show was. It just. What was it with that first show that made you stay 40 years?
Well, again, we encompass the Caribbean culture. Every time we do one, it's not just standing and singing and moving side to side.
Right.
We have a storyline that goes with it.
Okay.
And we have been transferring each storyline over the years, but again, encompassing the culture.
Yeah.
All around.
Right.
And I think it's the thrill of going to rehearsal every week and being in touch with your culture. You see?
Okay.
So I think it's that warmth that happens, and because we started it as friends,
Yeah.
there's this little
there's a real
idea,
family.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
There
it's
really
family and friends,
Yeah.
and we have fun with it. So
And
that's
it
what
also
is.
keeps you involved with your Caribbean heritage, singing the songs, and I guarantee you, everybody tells some good story. You must have heard a lot of stories.
Yes, and I was lucky to be able to also interact with a lot of people from the Caribbean who'd come over and done performances here.
Okay.
The groups interacted with Umoja, which is that big show,
Yes.
right? The African
Yeah.
company. So I benefited for sure.
Okay.
You know, being the first generation Canadian in my family.
Right.
Just being immersed in the culture. I mean, I know so much more about my culture than a lot of kids from our generation,
Right.
And I think that's helped me to be able to just be proud of who I am, where I come from. Whenever I'm in environments where there rarely are people who look like me,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because I know where I come from and what I'm about.
I'm going to ask you this question. Do you get that look from your friends when an old time song comes on and then you end it, and
it.
you're singing it or you're bopping to it, and then
Well,
all your friends look at you like, how do you know that song?
Yeah.
I'm getting involved here. That's where everything came from.
Yes.
The mentor,
Yeah.
the quadrille, the rumba,
Yeah.
and that's how you have dance hall today,
Yes,
and reggae
yeah,
today,
yeah.
and in Trinidad, that's how you have all the other calypso, the different things that
Right.
derive from.
So
Right.
to answer your question, they don't really look at me weird because most of the people know.
They know, yeah.
Yeah, they know that my mom has this group for the last however long.
Right.
But it is funny though. It's like one time I was in IKEA
Okay.
and I'm shopping,
Right.
and then all of a sudden this folk song comes on over the radio, and I'm like walking through the store and I'm singing along, and people are like, "How does she know that one?" So
I totally get it. My uncle is a DJ, and my parents is very entertainment. I think that's where I get it from. Same thing. And then there's some songs that will play, and I just start singing it, and it's not consciously. You just start singing because you know it. But then you have the people around you like looking at you like, where'd you hear that song? But then you see them because there's a beat to it, there's a catch to it, and people get involved, right? How do you feel when you're performing and then you see everybody, you hit that one song and everybody starts singing along because it brings them back?
The memory, the nostalgia.
Yes.
And you have to remember Harry Belafonte took this to another level, and
Right.
that was how he made his living.
Right.
The preservation and the singing of the Caribbean folk songs, primarily Jamaican
Yes.
folk songs. And my grandson, my daughter, discovered it the other day. He was on his little iPad, and there popped up one of our folk songs.
Oh.
Yeah, from what was it? It was the app from Sesame Street.
Okay.
So it's playing, and I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And then it was Go Down Emmanuel Road, which Harry Belafonte did make popular, but it's actually a folk song from the Caribbean.
Okay.
So yeah, I heard all of a sudden I hear Go Down Emmanuel Road, California, Rockstone, and I was like, that's an app on my son's iPad. So it was funny.
But then you see how what you're doing is come now full circle,
right?
Because since you mentioned Sesame Street, I remember the episode with Harry Belafonte on there, because the episode he's on, and I'm dating myself now, but he was on with Grover, and Grover had the costume on, and he was singing with him. So I grew up with that. Now, how do we get the next generation, like your son, to dive into it? Because for me, I have a 10 and a 7. And my daughter swears she's Jamaican. She's born here because she knows all of Jamaican. She knows the food. She just loves Jamaica. How do we keep the music? How do we keep it for them to grow up?
Well, everybody has been asking me, what about starting a children's group? They've been asking me that. I thought of it. I tried it once long ago.
Yeah.
But I lost the energy because you weren't only dealing with the children, but the parents and the children. So I have 2 sets to deal with. So maybe later on, you never know, when somebody takes the baton from me.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying very hard to pass it. Okay. And nobody's taking it.
Yeah.
So when that happens, I think that's the next step.
One of the things we're hoping to do too from this 40th anniversary is to be able to create a full digital archive of all of the songs. So that will also help to preserve it beyond.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We got 30 seconds, but when I come back, I want to talk about where have you been and where has this taken you? Because the other day, I might be mistaken, I saw you in Ottawa, I see you in different places, so I want everybody to know what this started for you, how it's been,
where we have traveled,
where you've traveled all over from this. All right, we'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live. We'll be right back.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Hey guys, and we're back on CMJ Live, and we were just talking about singing, the good songs, and how it's become. So before we move on, please reintroduce yourself.
I'm Grace Lyons, founder, musical director of Heritage Singers Canada, now in our 40th year.
And I'm Lee-Anne Lyon Bartlet. I'm Grace's daughter, and I'm helping to plan the event.
Okay, so before we went to break, I wanted to ask you, where's the songs taking you? Okay, but before we do that, it's interesting to me, and I want to tie this in together, because what age did you start?
So yeah, now you're really gonna date me?
Well, but you can say, okay, I was wrong. Like we all know,
all good.
We all know you're 35, so it's all good.
It's all
right?
good.
It's okay. There we go.
So the group started when I was 2.
When you're 2,
yeah.
Okay.
So I've really grown up around it, and really I've had the pleasure of performing with them.
Okay, that's
I got one opportunity to travel with them across the seas. So it's been really a rewarding experience to have that through my life.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's really just sort of helped shape who I am today.
Okay, so then, is it one of those that mommy twisted your arm to jump into the group, or you just wanted to jump in and?
So when we were that young, like my brother's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
So we would have to go to rehearsal, right? So we'd be there, and I remember we would be running around the church because they usually rehearsed in churches.
Okay.
And we'd be running all over the place, and we might not necessarily have been in it.
Yeah.
But you hear it, we know it, we learn it.
Yeah.
And of course it soaks in. And I've seen that with other kids as well who've been around the group.
Mm-hmm.
One girl, Stephanie's her name, and I'll never forget. Like, she was much younger at the time, but she's just singing along, and she's never actually in the group.
Right.
But again, just from being around it,
over and over,
it soaks in. It's osmosis.
So then, when did you jump in as the coordinator?
So they've been doing a lot of productions over the years, and so really with work and life, I don't have as much time as I would want to.
Right.
And so helping out in the background, helping with the planning and the promotion and organizing has really been, where my strength is to be able to help the group.
Okay.
So it's been, it's been a while, right? I mean, we've brought down groups from Jamaica, like a whole theatrical company.
Okay.
So I'm there in the background helping her to really coordinate and put this all together. I mean, we do have other people help us. We have other volunteers. But I would say it's mainly her who really puts it all together.
Right.
And then I'm just there to sort of help and support and
this
do
is
a
where,
lot of the background.
And this is where she's talking about passing on the baton, right? Right? Because at a certain time, it does take a lot. You need more support and more people. And that's one of the reasons we hope that people will come out to see what a great production it is and give that more support when they go to different events, right? So then let's get to where have you been?
Well, our first tour was Holland.
Okay.
And again, we sang a song there called Hook, Laugh.
Okay.
Somebody taught us, not realizing that it was a song that mother sang to comfort the young during the war. And we had 3,000 people standing up and some crying because we brought back memories.
Okay.
And then we'd sing our regular folk songs.
Right.
Then we had Germany, again, the same thing. The Liebe Augustine.
Yeah.
A German song that everybody knows. And we did the same thing when we went to Venezuela, Mexico again. And in Taiwan, we did one in Mandarin called Mei Hua. And in the journey over the years, which is what we're presenting, that's why so many people should try and come, because in 2 hours or 2.5 hours, they'll be seeing 40 years.
Oh,
so it's
well,
snippets,
it's a journey from all the way
snippets all around. So since we decided that Taiwan was our best tour, we will be actually singing a song in Mandarin and the Toronto Taiwanese choir. So again, now it's a United Nations situation that night.
Okay.
Some members will be joining us in their costumes and we'll be singing the song in Mandarin. And we got a letter back when we did the tour that we did it in perfect Mandarin. Yes.
And that must feel nice.
Feels good.
To get a letter saying thank you. You guys, all the hard work came through and it was perfect. So then, are you reaching out to them or are they finding you?
Well, what I did, I got in touch with the Taipei Cultural and Economic Organization here.
Right.
And we had a gentleman who got involved with us, excited.
Mm-hmm.
We learned it on our own. Then we met them with the choir and we ran it through with the choir.
Yeah.
I can see a journey that started. One member is so excited he wants to come and look on the rehearsal next week. So now we have some more international friends with us. And as I say, international, that's the festivals we go to.
Right.
It's the international folk festivals.
Okay.
And what I love about that, it's not competitive. It's like the Olympic of culture, but it's not competitive. We're sharing people in their costumes from Korea, from Mexico, from all over the world.
Okay.
And we have a session where we meet informally and everybody share and drums. And in Mexico, we went behind a donkey through the village with its hamper full of tequila. And so you see the world at a grassroots level, which you'll never see normally when you go as a tourist. And that's what we love.
So then, 2 things. One, give us a phone number where we can contact you.
For the event?
For the event,
so I'll do it. So it's 647 556 2712
2712. Okay, and if they want to get tickets, how do we get tickets?
So tickets are available mainly through Ticketmaster.
Okay.
Right? So you can call Ticketmaster or you can also go online, ticketmaster.ca. And if you search either Toronto Centre for the Arts, our event will come up. Or if you search Heritage Singers Canada, and that's important because there's a Heritage Singers in the U.S., so Heritage Singers Canada, then our event comes up right away, and you can buy tickets online as well.
And
the other option as well is that you can get tickets through the box office.
Okay.
So the box office at the theater also sells tickets there.
Okay, but we want you to get it early, right?
That's right.
We want to get it early.
You got to hurry up. Yeah.
So they're going fast. Get it early. And how much is the tickets?
So the tickets for the matinee show are $40 for most of the seating.
Okay.
But we also have $80 tickets for the preferred rows. So the first few rows of the theater,
right.
$80 for those tickets. It also includes access to a pre-reception.
Okay.
Okay. And then the evening tickets are $50 and $100. So $50 for most of the theater, and then $100 for those first few rows and the reception.
Okay.
Just finger foods and just, including them in it.
That's right. You get to come, enjoy, fill your belly, and then fill your belly again.
Finger food.
With some nice music,
you can get some snacks.
Yeah. Listen, whatever it's big or small, you're still filling your stomach.
I'll explain why we did this, because when you go to the downtown theaters and you pay that amount, there's nothing attached to it.
Exactly.
And what we did, we went above and beyond without any money or any grants or sponsorships, and went to a fancy theater, the Toronto Center of the Arts.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Right.
So,
but you guys deserve it, because for 40 years, you need to put it somewhere that's at the level where you guys are. So this is fantastic.
So hopefully,
I think there's also an important piece to it. Like, we do a lot of Caribbean theater in this city,
right?
And it's great product,
right?
And there's no reason why it shouldn't be in a great theater.
Exactly.
So I think there's also that aspect to it as well, is that we can elevate ourselves and put ourselves on those stages, because it deserves to be there.
The next level.
It deserves to be there.
All right, so 647-556-2712, and then the first matinee is $40 for anywhere else seating, and if you want to come and get the finger food and relax and enjoy and talk, it's $80.
Right.
All right, and then later on in the evening, it's $80 for
$50 and $100.
$50 and $100 for moving around. But we want you to get the tickets early, so go to Ticketmaster and go to Heritage Singers Canada.
That's right.
Because there is one in the States, but they're not like us, so I'm not going to talk about that.
That's right.
But then we go
I'm sure they're great, but
come on now. Come on, we should know, right?
But the box office at the theater is just like a regular outlet. So there's nothing attached to that.
Right.
You just go and get your ticket at that price.
Right. So we need you to get your tickets early, okay? So let's talk about the group. How many members are in the group?
I'd say 30.
30 members.
Including the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's always been that big?
Always 30.
Yeah, it's always been about that number.
Yeah, from day one?
No. We climbed over
That's
time.
what I mean. Like, when you first started, how many people?
I'd say it's about 15 of us.
So you doubled.
We didn't. And then 15 of us was having fun until we were asked to do it.
and what I like about it is, you guys don't just come. You guys come with the costumes, right? So the feel of the costumes is in there.
And movement.
And then I don't know who the gentleman is, an older gentleman, but when he starts singing, you could see it. He's just dancing away. He's always there, and every time I come to see a performance, I look for him because he's always in the movement. He's feeling it on stage, and you can see that he's enjoying himself. You guys really have fun when you guys are on stage.
Thank you.
You're right.
Yeah. From speaking to some of the group members, I asked one lady who just joined not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I said, so, what is it about the group? Why are you here?
Right.
And she said, Lee-Anne, when I was growing up in the Caribbean, we weren't always allowed. Like, my parents didn't want me to sing folk songs and, sort of keep that out and no, that's not, we're too stush for that.
Okay.
And she said, I never really got to enjoy that growing up. And so that's part of the reason for her. It helps her to connect.
Okay.
And she really just gets to do and enjoy the folk music that she just didn't really get to when she was there.
Right.
And I think that's powerful when you think about it, right? It's like, even though we think, it's important for our kids here to have culture, but even in the Caribbean, sometimes people weren't allowed to celebrate their culture.
And the reason for that is the British influence.
Okay.
They innocently, I think, under the colonial system, we'd all know London Bridge is falling down.
Yes.
And Brown Girl in the Ring and all those British folk songs, And then the parents now, until Louis Bennett took it to another level with the patois, or, you know. Until she took it to that level, we were not allowed. We were not allowed to sing folk songs. That was songs for the, you know, it's a class system to the colonial system. So in one class, you don't sing that. The same thing happened to reggae. It happened to dance. It happened to all the different ska, everything. But now it's accepted. The Prime Minister dances to everything. Whereas in the past, that would not be heard in a cocktail session where the Prime Minister would be present.
But then, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? But then isn't there like some church Christian part of it as well? Like, isn't some of the songs, you know what I mean? So when you're saying that, I'm looking at you guys thinking, why wouldn't they want them to sing these songs? Because some songs, I can hear some good church gospel back home influence in it that, you know, you would sing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll explain that. Remember, again, when the missionaries came to the Caribbean, they took the formal type of worship there.
Okay.
But the Africans took it to another level with the drumming, and your body got involved.
Yes.
So that, again, was looked down upon.
Okay.
You could not go to those churches if you're, again, from a certain class. It looked down on people who embodied their spiritual culture from the African roots.
Okay.
So that's what we do too when we do it. Most people in the group have never done this before. But it's drumming and we get into it like those people. So again, that's part of preserving it. But then in our shows we also show the Hallelujah chorus section too. So we have a journey, the European influence into the African influence, into songs that the Rastas sing, all to do with religion.
Okay. Listen, we're going to take another break, but when we come back, I want to dive into the members. I want to know where they're from, a little bit about them. Because when people see them on stage, they don't know they're like regular people. You know, you might pass them in the grocery store or whatever. So I want to know about 40 years of the people. All right? Yes. We'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live.
Discover the incredible India.
Hey, and welcome back. We were just talking about 40 years of singing, and then I wanted the audience to know about the members, okay? Because they come from all over, all right? So, quick question: how old is your youngest member?
Well, our youngest member, we don't show age, and I don't study it, but I'd say the youngest member in the group would be about 35.
Yes. But over the years we've had younger, we've had teens in the choir.
Yeah.
I mean, myself, I was a teen at one point.
Right.
So it varies.
So then you've had obviously people in the choir that started young, that has been there for. Well, she's not old.
When I think about it, she was only 20-something.
Yeah, but she's still 20-something. She's still beautiful. But not to say anything, but it I love to see that. Like, we have something here called Caribram here in Brampton, and I went to Caribram as a young person at 10 years old. I used to go into Caribram, and now I'm the chair of Caribram. So, and Caribram's been around for 30. I'm just aging myself as well. But
okay.
But then I see my kids.
Yeah.
My kids is always asking me, "Daddy, is this week's Caribram? Are we going to Caribram?" And then this year, my son, which is 10, worked at the counter. He was taking the money, giving people tickets to get their patty and everything.
You'll never forget it.
And you'll never forget
That's
it.
Right.
So just hearing that your group members are packed together. Now it's one big family. New members come in, and go from there. So do you guys? I don't want to not make a mistake. You guys have CDs? Yes. Because I remember you started putting out some CDs. How many CDs do you have out?
We have 2 CDs and we have 3 DVDs.
So 2 CDs, 3 DVDs. Yes. All right, and if somebody wants to get them, where can we get them?
So I'll say this much: come to the show. Yeah, they will be for sale for sure at the show. We can also get them through our website. Like we've just updated our website, so the purchasing function of that's not quite turned on just yet. But it will be. So keep coming out to heritagesingerscanada.com. And you'll be able to get them that way. But I would say the quickest way is come next Saturday, and they will be there. Okay.
So it's next Saturday. Phone number is 647-556-2712, and then you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. All right. So.
Or the box office, which is an outlet.
Yeah, but I want them to get it early. I want them to get it ahead of time so people know how many people are coming. So I'm going to talk to you now because we're the inside.
Okay.
What stories would you tell everybody about the Heritage Singers that they might not know? Right?
Okay.
Like,
well, here's a couple of things. She didn't mention it, but their first trip before Holland was actually to Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Back in 1983 or 4. So imagine Saskatchewan in 1983 or 4.
Right.
So now you've got a whole group of people that are of a darker hue coming over to Saskatchewan in the early 80s.
Right.
And they did a whole set of performances.
Right.
And the CBC did a documentary of them called Voices of the Caribbean.
Oh, man, I didn't know that.
That's right. And most people probably wouldn't know that. But I remember seeing, because I didn't go, I was a little taught then. But I remember seeing pictures of people on horses. And there was this one photo I'll never forget. But I think it was Maurice and another lady. And you know the picture of the farmer with the pitchfork?
Yes.
So he's got a picture of him and this other girl that was in the group. And they're standing there like this. And he's got the pitchfork. And so you can only imagine what that whole experience would have been for both sides of the coin, right? For us coming over there and for those people who
because
came
that culture wasn't there, like you bringing something different for them to hear, and then not saying how many people from the Caribbean islands was over there.
That's right.
Right, but then that shows you that people of the younger generations like yourself, we need to Google you guys, because if you got interviewed on the news and there's pictures out there, there must be a long history story that we could find if we really sit down and go through Google and go through pictures and find out where have you been.
And increase the views to 1 million.
Yeah, we're actually trying to see if we can get a digital copy of the CBC documentary.
Right.
And see if we can maybe put it back out or some of it back out onto our YouTube.
Yeah.
Because, it was well done and most people wouldn't have seen it.
No, and that's history, going there for the first time.
Yeah.
Right? Who have you performed for that just made you wow?
The Queen.
The Queen. So tell us about that story.
She came to Toronto some time ago on the Honorable Louise Bennett.
Yes.
She loved one of our Jamaican folk songs, which was Long Time Gal. Some people call it Peelhead Jonko.
Yeah.
And we were asked to perform. So Miss Lou came and it was at the CNE.
Okay.
I can't remember what the function was now.
Yeah.
But Miss Lou was retired at the time, and Miss Lou came alive because she was from the colonial system.
Yes.
You have to remember.
Yes.
So while the Queen was walking by, Miss Lou was really into it, and it was real fun.
Right.
So even the Queen has heard us. We have been asked by the Roy Thompson Hall to be one of the groups to test the acoustics there, and we have been just about anywhere in Toronto. We have been the Granite Club, Sick Kids, you name it. Anywhere we have been asked to perform and share the culture.
They've gone down to New York. That's another thing she didn't mention.
Yes.
A few times,
See, I'm glad you're here. You're hiding all the good stuff.
But in the group,
I went to Jamaica
to see the Maroons and how they celebrate their Accompong independence, but also what you asked earlier, the different people in the group. So over the years, we've had Canadian-born Caucasians in the group. So people come and go. Right now, we have someone from Pakistan, a retired CEO of an insurance company.
In the group.
You would know the difference, yes. Somebody from Ghana.
Yeah.
We have people from Trinidad, the various Caribbean islands have been represented over time, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, so over time. So different people have come and gone through the group.
Okay.
From the different nationalities. So.
Okay, so then I just need to practice. Do you need a baritone, or what do you need? I need to practice to get in the group. How do I practice to get in the group?
Just come.
Yeah, just come. See, that's what we...
I'm sure you can sing. Yeah, go for it.
So that's what I want everybody to do, is come to the performance, and we can all sing along, because it's better when everybody else is singing. You won't hear the bad voices in the audience singing, right?
There you go.
Okay, so this is when is this big event happening?
So it's next Saturday, October the 21st.
That's right.
We have 2 shows the same day. So there's 2 p.m. and then it's 7:30, and it's at Toronto Centre for the Arts, which is located just off Yonge Street, Yonge and Mel Lastman Square area.
Yes.
So I think it's 5040 Yonge Street.
Okay, and also get the tickets early, everybody, because this seems like, just hearing it, you're gonna lose out if you wait. And we have this tendency to say, "Oh, do you want to go or do you not want to go?" And then by that time, all the good seating is gone, all the tickets are gone. So get your tickets early, and then give them a call. Even if you have to give them a call and just ask them what it's about. It's a 647-556-2712. But you're also on Facebook.
Yes.
All right, so they can go
Heritage Singers.
Right.
On Facebook. No, actually, it's just Heritage Singers for Facebook. And the other thing we haven't talked about with the show is that there's a number of guest performers that are joining us as well.
Okay.
So it's going to be a really, really fabulous event. It's going to be a good time for people to just connect and get a taste of history in the GTA, like in Toronto. If you think about it, started 40 years ago. We're trying to preserve something that is not, the most popular. It's not reggae, it's not calypso, but it's the foundation of it. And I think that's important for people to just learn. If you've never seen us perform before, come on out. If you've seen us perform before, come on out, because it's not going to be the same show. It's not going to be the same performance.
Right.
It's going to be an opportunity for you to see something special.
We'll have calypso, quadrille. We'll have a haka song in the Jamaican Chinese lingo.
Okay.
Haka. I will have a song in that language too, with a dancer dancing in a Chinese costume. We'll also have various snippets of dance hall, different songs over the years made popular by different individuals over time. So it's not just folk songs only.
Right.
And it's different styles, as I said before, the quadrille, the mento, the regular folk songs, the ska, the reggae, the dancehall. So everything is
you mentioned costumes. How many costumes do you guys have?
We'll be changing that night, maybe 5.
Maybe 5
costume changes.
5 different costume changes.
Yes.
But then, how many costumes do you guys have in total?
Officially, probably
1 costume can be 3, because the head tie and the band changes.
Okay.
That's 1. And the other one with the Jamaican bandana, I'd say 6.
Yeah. And then they've retired a few too over the years. Like, we were trying to see if we could find some of the original costumes.
Okay.
But we weren't having any luck. But yeah, so it's changed over time as well.
Right. That's 40 years ago, right?
Yes.
And then always changing and changing styles and culture. But the thing that I do love, that is, even though the times have changed, you've kept it cultural current. So people like myself and my kids were like, "Oh, Mom, I don't want to go that," but then they hear some of the songs and go, "Oh, I know that one." Right? So you've upped it to keep the culture there, but you brought it to a modern age.
And we'll have a young actor there too. He's young, 10 years old. And he'll be asking his auntie a lot of cultural questions, which kids in the audience will get to understand. Okay,
and then these are the things that our family would ask, and then you're telling the story, and that's what the main thing is. You're telling a 40-year story.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you were saying about still trying to keep it current, it reminded me of a story actually. So for Venezuela, when we went to Venezuela, so that was the only tour I got to go on.
Right.
And we actually did a dance hall song. We did I've seen enough dance before. So we actually redid that. I'll never forget it. It was hilarious. So one of the guys in the group did the whole reggae chat. It was priceless.
See, so you got to mix up a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Where I want to take this to you, and we're going to take a quick break and come back. But I want to ask, where have you not gone? And that's your ultimate on your bucket list when we get right back, all right? Mm-hmm. Stay tuned. We'll take a quick break and finish off when we return.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity and our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
All right, we're back. We're having a great time here behind the scenes. If you want to know more, don't forget to go to our website, mytcntv.com. It's going to be brand new, up to date. You know, it's got a lot of new things to it, so look out for it. Make sure you put it down. And also go to my website. Go to cmjlive.com, because what I'm going to do is get her hyperlink and put it on my website. So if you're looking for tickets, I can direct them straight to the Ticketmasters, buy tickets. So you can go right after the show. We'll get a link to put it on my website, cmjlive.com. Before we went to break, I had asked you a question. What's on the bucket list for the Heritage Singers?
Well, Lee-Anne, tell them what you told me.
Which was what?
She said, Mom, are you going to do this again? So much hard work. Mom.
So, okay. So, I mean, after 40 years, right. You know, it's a long time.
So come enjoy this, guys.
They've created, written, produced about 4 theatrical productions.
Okay.
You know, like, it's big. And what would they love to do? Well, I know one, she kept saying, oh, we'd love to perform for Obama.
Okay.
I'm like, well, that's too late now. But maybe we can get him somehow, somewhere.
See, listen, it's never too late. He's still doing stuff. He was just here.
Yes.
So we can, listen.
We'll just
hello,
pop in
excuse me, Obama. I'm just sending this out to you right now. They would like to perform for you. So give us a call here at this station. The number's right here, 647-931-4701. Just ask for me, Charles, all right? And we'll do a show,
happen.
all right? So that's going out to you. And Michelle can't have you without, you know.
The whole family.
The whole family, come on down, all right? Okay, there you go.
Quick interjection here. If you're having difficulty getting tickets, call the hotline and we can arrange to get it to you. We'll try our best.
Okay.
But some people are having older people.
They want to get out to it.
We have risen the bar to another level where you just call, order, it's numbered seating, and you just get it at the theater.
That's why you guys are tired.
But, no, we shouldn't be tired. But a lot of people are getting frustrated trying to do it online. They can't connect. So the hotline, there are people living in Brampton in the group who could get it to you. People in Toronto, Durham, Markham, anywhere in the city, we could get it to you.
We can help you out.
We try our best.
And then the big thing they wanted to do, I think, for a next tour was to go where? Where did you say?
Yes, a group member from Ghana brought up the idea, and they're all ready for us. So we'll work on that after the production. And he's mentioning how we'll be seeing things again from the grassroots level. We'll get down to those castles. We'll perform for kings and queens. He mentioned plural, kings, queens. So we're looking forward to that. Maybe 2 years' time, hopefully.
Yeah, and then I think the other thing we would like to do, so if anybody's watching from Alberta or Vancouver, you know, we'd love to actually get out more beyond Ontario. We know that there's large Caribbean populations in other provinces. We think that this would be something that they would really enjoy and love. Manitoba, you know, you got Folklorama every year. So if anybody's watching from any of those provinces, you can also call the info line. 647-556-2712. Hire us and we'll come.
There you go. So then let's talk about if someone wants to hire you, okay? Excuse me. Do you bring this production, or is it like a small team? All you have is the clothes and you make the production when you get down there?
Well, it will always depend on what they want. We can give you anything you want.
Okay.
So if they want a big production. But we're very humble people. Host families could take care of us and just provide the bus, and when we do the International World Festivals, we find our own airfares. All they need to do is host and feed us.
And then, excuse me, and that's if you look at it, that's the love. Because
all work.
You know, you're just saying, listen, we want to perform. Take us down there, put us up. Well, you're not saying, you know, we need. Here's my rider.
No.
You know, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need 100 yellow jelly beans in our dressing room and all this stuff.
Yeah, we're not that prescriptive. But again, another funny story for you is when we went to New York. So a group brought us down to New York. They had the bus. We went down. They put us up with family members and things like that, which was fine. But the bus ride, I remember the bus ride on the way back. So these guys don't rap, right? Like they like to have fun. So all of a sudden on the bus, we're starting to hear tunes playing.
Yeah.
You know, we're starting to hear some slow jams. And I remember my brother and I and a few other younger people were like, "What is going on right now? Like, why are these guys having a party on the bus?"
Right.
You know? So really they were bring us down. You know, like we want to just share. And we don't mind. We're not too fussy about the arrangement.
Yeah.
As long as we're gonna be safe, covered, and fed.
I think what I'm hearing is the main gist of it is you want to perform and have people have fun. You're not worried about all the hoopla. You're worried about, I want to see the audience clap. I want to see the audience sing. I want to see everybody enjoy themselves. And that's what a performer should be.
And it's deeper than that, too. We're bridging cultural gaps.
Yeah.
We're preserving the folklore. We're transferring it to all the age groups over time. So that as well encompasses what we do.
Okay. So before we go, we got a few minutes left. Plug it one more time. Why should somebody come and see this show?
Why? You want to take that one?
Why should they come? Because you have to.
Because you have to. Because we want to spread the culture.
Right.
We want people to come and celebrate with the group. 40 years. I mean, that's another point. There's not a lot of groups in our community that stay together for 40 years.
Yes.
So come and celebrate. Come and support us. We want to be able to give some funds back to Jamaica 55 Committee. We want to be able to create a digital archive. We need your help to do these things.
And we need to pay our bills. Not only that, but again, remember, you'll be seeing the quadrille, the mento, the folk songs,
okay, hold on.
Listen,
since you touched on that, I know time's run out. Let's you're on CMJ Live. Let's talk the talk, okay? People don't understand that you guys are renting place to practice. You guys have to spend money on costumes. You guys have to, you know, when you're meeting, you're probably buying snacks and food so everybody can eat and practice. So when you do this, you're taking a lot of money out of your own pockets.
A lot of members have done that to this show.
To do the show, to give back to people.
Yes.
And this is what people like Grant behind the scenes will know. We know we put on events and people don't know sleepless nights, getting there at 6 o'clock in the morning for a show that's going to start at 12. And then when they see you, you're like, oh, what's wrong? You look tired. Well, you wonder why we're tired, right? So I want people to understand that you guys are putting your full energy into this, your money into this, and to make sure that everybody has a great time. So they need to come out and just give back to say thank you, because for 40 years, you have kept the culture, you've kept the music going. For us, for my parents, and like for my little one. So we really need to come out and support this event.
And we work hard on the professionalism. We have 2 directors, Amar Harris and Douglas Sprout. And it's professional. And we also have Ballet Creole, we have Spice Island dancers. And they have been giving a lot of themselves too.
Yeah.
So virtually nothing. So everybody who has, Tony Pierre from Calabash, the list is long.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think, it is difficult, like you say, to sustain and keep these things going. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge and thank the community as well, because we wouldn't have lasted 40 years without that continuous support.
Right.
We don't get grants. We're not funded. We've had 1 grant in the whole 40 years for $2,500. Okay. And so,
that went to the rice and peas, the goat, the ox.
It went to a workshop that we did. But so we do have to thank the community, because they are very much a part of the existence.
Okay. You're on CMJ Live. What we do before you go is called the shout out. So this is your 30 seconds of fame to shout out anybody you want to say thank you to, and as you as well. Go ahead.
Thank you, Heritage Singers. We know we're all tired, but I love you. Thanks again for the support.
All right.
And I'll just shout out, I guess, then my husband, Aston Bartley, and my son, Cameron. But we also want to shout out Joan Andrea Hutchinson, who's coming down from Jamaica to be a part of our show. Okay.
So listen, thanks for watching. Don't forget, get your tickets early. Next Saturday, 2 shows. Go to both.
There you go.
Take your wife to one, and then take your mother to the next one, all right? You're watching CMJ Live. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. See you next time.
Bye. See you next Saturday.